Welcome to the best part of my commute. This is Motovlog. Welcome. I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself. I don't try to talk in my helmet very much because my helmet pushes my cheeks into my mouth. Talking into my helmet, eating my cheeks. But I am hungry, and I am vlogging. So for you, I sacrifice and become a cannibalism. Let's see, what do you want to know about a motovlogger on the first time out? I am 30 years old. I am male. I ride a Honda CBR 500R. And I do it at 60 miles an hour in a 65. Because these people, oh, these people. I have 2 daughters. They are wonderful, and I love them. And I have a girlfriend who's amazing. And a dog who's just absolutely terrible. And I work at a pretty big company in IT, and that's about all you need to know about that. I like motovlogs. I watch a lot of them. Lori Jennifer was one of the first ones I came across. Baron Von Grumble is always good for a laugh. I've been watching some Baker X and Derek Moto vlogs lately, and those are also enjoyable. Baker lives in San Bernardino, or Derek, whatever, lives in San Bernardino, and I live in Orange County, California, so we're kind of close to each other, except as he says, the place he lives is a complete pit, and the place I live is overpriced, but nice. Yep. So that's a little bit about me. I started riding motorcycles this year in June, early June. Took the MSF course with my girlfriend, and she liked it. And then we shopped around for bikes, and we did what everybody tells you not to do. We bought new bikes, which has been nice because they run pretty much every time, and they I don't know, they just have that new bike smell, you know, like plastic and metal and bits. So I could be going that way, but there's a really sharp, that turn is really long on that 73 on-ramp, really long turn, and then at the very end of the turn it sharpens up. So because I'm not totally comfortable with that kind of riding yet, what tends to happen is I take the turn, the major part of the turn at 20 miles an hour, and then I hit that sharper part, and as I'm getting through that sharper part at the end, I gun it out, and I'm doing like 40 by the time I get out, but all the cars behind me when I'm doing 20 are not very happy with that. So I tend to go down here and take an alternate route, because I think one of the things you have to live by as a motorcyclist is try not to irritate cars. Just try to avoid it if you can. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't own your lane and you shouldn't, you know, do what you need to do to stay safe, and you have the same rights as they do. But in normal driving situations, all things being equal, just try not to irritate them too much. They can kill you. So many things out here can kill you. One of the things I've been thinking about doing is a motovlog on why I ride. That's something that a lot of people do. People who do this, do that. I'm a little sick, by the way, so sorry if I'm sniffling or coughing I'm trying not to do that, but I actually haven't ridden in, a week, because I've been sick. Well, because I don't ride on the weekends when I have the girls. Yeah, I haven't commuted in a week because I've been sick. So it's really good to get back on the bike, and I've been having a lot of fun. I was actually a little nervous. If you think about it abstractly, it's kind of, it might get a little windy here, sorry, my face shield open. If you think about it abstractly, it's kind of crazy to think, you know, I'm going to be on a motorcycle, on the freeway, riding around 1 million cars, and I'm this tiny guy. I'm not tiny, but I mean, compared to a car, and this tiny, vulnerable little dude, and I'm going to be putting myself at risk out there. And if you think about it at this meta level, it's terrifying. And I let myself get into that mindset. But then once you get out on the road, on the freeway, I drive on I-5 most of my commute. Once you get out there, you're not actually driving around a million cars. You're driving around like 7 to 12 cars at a time. You know, you just can't have that many people around you. And yeah, you want to anticipate what people out past those people are going to do and what bonehead maneuvers people are going to pull as much as you can, so you can try to prepare. But it's not like you're coping with the entire, you know, commuting footprint of your county every time you ride. It's not like that at all. So calm down, self. Just get out there and ride. And what tends to happen is once I go ride, I have fun and I feel comfortable and, you know, as safe as you can feel on a motorcycle, which is hopefully you're not feeling too safe, because you're not. But anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so been a while since I rode, and it's great to be back in the saddle, as it were. I don't know what gear I'm in, so let's do some hard braking. Oh no, sorry everybody behind me. I just get freaked out about my right turns still. I mean, I've only been riding for a couple months. I have 1,500 miles on the bike, 1500, and that is because I've commuted a bit, and my commute is over 50 miles round trip, so that stacks up. I've already done one oil change-ish kind of thing, and I've cleaned the chain many times, which I watched a video on YouTube, and then I read some forum posts, and people were like, I clean my chain every 400 miles. You know, hell or high water. So I tried that every 400 miles, and that was a lot, because I'm riding, you know, if I commute for 8 days, well, that's 400 miles. That's a lot of junk in your junk holder, your chain. Apparently that's where I hold my junk. And so that just seemed excessive. And then I put a thread up on Reddit r/motorcycles, and I was like, how do you guys, you know, this isn't getting expensive, one, because that chain cleaner, if you use the Motovlog stuff, or pretty much any of the stuff that comes in a spray bottle, this is spray bottle, that's like $10 a can, and I use the whole can. I use it on my chain guard, and I use it on my chain itself, and yeah, so I love this view right here. Hello. I don't know how well that's going to come out on the video due to the sun being directly in front of me, but hopefully it comes out okay. So yeah, we're going to pull a little maneuver here. Shoo-boop-a-doop. Well, not really a maneuver, but I mean these left turn lanes always go, which gives us ample opportunity to do this. Yeah, I felt that that was just getting a little pricey, and kind of, not that I wouldn't pay that to ride a motorcycle, but I would rather not if I don't have to. And so what they came back and said was, some people said use kerosene, and just don't make any sparks, because, you know, you don't want motorcycle flambe. So, but use kerosene. And other people said, stop cleaning your chain. I think one guy actually, I mean, that I was exaggerating. I think one guy actually said, don't clean your chain and just replace it. And I was like, whatever, dude. Basic maintenance, I think, is pretty important. Forget your chain breaking or your chain wearing out faster. Basic maintenance isn't just about prolonging the life of your chain, although it does that too. Basic maintenance is about I'm not going to be able to trip this light because this motorcycle does not trip this light. So we're going to stay here for a while until someone comes up behind me. Basic maintenance is about safety. Your safety. You're not safe if your motorcycle is not being basically maintained because you don't know how your chain is going to function. It starts to stretch out. It starts to stretch out in different places. You're going to have inconsistent power delivery, just weirdness, which will reduce your safety as you ride, every time you ride, which is bad. That's a bad thing. So do your maintenance. So anyway, the takeaway for me, the one person, a couple people actually said, blah, 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 use kerosene, but also you don't need to get it spotless every 400 miles. Unless it's rained or it's really dusty, you can just kind of wipe it down with a rag and lube it every 400 miles or 500 miles or whatever, and then every 800 or 1,000 miles, give it the full, get the sprocket totally clean, get the chain totally clean, use the whole bottle of Motul or use a bunch of kerosene or whatever you end up using, and get the chain clean at those intervals, which is like, use a shop rag every 400, and then every 800 to 1,000, give it the deep cleaning, and that seems a lot more reasonable to me, so I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Why am I closing this? So I'll leave it open. Yeah, so that was that. Now I think this is the end of my first motovlog. Change. My girlfriend has a camera. She actually got me this camera for my birthday because she's amazing. It is a Contour 2. Contour, the day after she ordered it, the company went out of business. Contour 2. So, if you like the video quality, you can't buy one because they no longer exist. I mean, I guess you can. And I'm using a microphone in my helmet because I guess a lot of people ask about setups, so I'll probably put that in the info. She's going to motovlog too. What is that stuff? What do we got going on down there? Looks like air conditioner water. She is going to motovlog too, so you will see her probably on this channel. She'll probably do her own, and then we'll probably do group onesies and twosies. And that Jeep is behind me again. Thank you, Mr. Jeep. That's about it, guys.